This is a painting done by my 2-year-old grandson. I thought I'd use it to demonstrate my response to a comment by one of my viewers, Nancy Paul, who said, "An artist is only as good as her tools." I thought a lot about that. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have access to lovely materials, and they're only as productive as what I have the skill to produce. So in this case, I would say that an artist isn't as good as her tools. When I paint with my 2-year-old grandson, I can do more things with the dollar store paints and dollar store paintbrushes that he uses, just because of my understanding of the tools. So in that case, an artist is better than her tools. I can do more with the tool than it was designed to do. My limitations in the area of equipment, and I have had, and I do have, they've led to some creative solutions. If I use my limitations in the way of materials as an excuse for my lack of success, then I limit myself in as much as I blame my tools. Also, I'm conscious of the fact that there are a lot of people that don't have the supply or access to the materials that I have, and I wouldn't want them to become discouraged just because they don't have the access. I have seen some really good work done by a stick dipped in ink that I appreciate far more than a lot of really professional pen and ink, I guess you could say, or the orthodox way of using pen and ink. My father-in-law said, "It's a poor workman who fights with his tools," and I had a problem with that saying. He said it many times. I thought, yeah, you have good tools and you know how to use them, so I can see you coming up with that statement. But he wasn't commenting on the quality of either the artist or the worker or the tools. He was commenting on the attitude towards the tools. He didn't lose patience with his tools. He knew what their limitations were, and he had developed an understanding so as to be able to manipulate them to their capacity. And so he was speaking more about an attitude towards the tools. The sad fact is that good tools don't always end up in the hands of able workers, and sometimes poor workers can accumulate far more in the way of good quality tools than what they actually adequately use. It's like putting a mic in the hands of a fool. Anybody can speak into a mic, but they don't all have something to say. So we can learn to be thankful for what we do have. That's important. And we need to learn to be skillful with what we have. But we also need to be able to be creative in our solutions for finding the things we need to produce the things we want to produce. I, for one, I buy cookbooks in secondhand stores because I like the paper for the quality that is for pen and ink. It just goes on very nicely. So I can practice to my heart's content and not produce. I don't have to produce anything, but I can just doodle. Some of it is really just doodling. But it provides me with a lot of fun and practicing my skills. I also have another nifty idea. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but if the people in my locality, if we could have a materials exchange, taking advantage of the fact that a lot of artists overbuy or buy things they end up not using, let's just say. So what I have need of, someone else might have stashed in a drawer. If we could access each other's stashes and make exchanges, that would be a creative solution. And I think we are going to be needing to find these ways as supplies dwindle or our ability to access them. I appreciate you viewing my videos, and commenting gives me something to think about. And I just appreciate you as viewers. Thanks for watching.